You don't procrastinate because you're lazy. That's the lie you've been told your whole life. Neuroscience now shows procrastination isn't a time management problem at all. It's your brain's emotional regulation system misfiring. You are not avoiding the task. You are avoiding the feeling that task creates in you. And that is a completely different problem with a completely different solution, which is exactly why every planner, every productivity app, every discipline hack you've ever tried quietly failed you. They were never solving the actual problem. Welcome back to Cipher. Today we're breaking down the real science of procrastination, the research that changed how psychologists understand it forever, and the 3 interventions that actually work. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you're going to understand your own brain in a way you never have before. For decades, procrastination was treated as a time management failure. The solution was always the same: better schedules, stricter deadlines, more discipline. But in 2013, researchers Timothy Sekel and Fushia Sirowa published a paper that shifted the scientific understanding of procrastination permanently. They argued that procrastination isn't primarily about poor time management. It's about poor short-term mood regulation. People don't avoid tasks because they lack hours in the day. They avoid tasks because those tasks are tied to a negative emotional state: anxiety, self-doubt, boredom, resentment, fear of failing. The task itself was never the problem. The feeling attached to it was. But here's where it gets interesting, because this isn't just a psychology theory. It's happening inside your brain, in real time, every single time you avoid something. And once you see the mechanism, you can't unsee it. When you approach a task that triggers a negative emotion, your amygdala, the brain's threat detection center, fires off a threat response. Your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for planning and goal-directed behavior, gets temporarily overridden. Your brain wants relief, and it wants it now. The fastest relief available is avoidance. So the task disappears from your to-do list and reappears on YouTube or social media or literally any other tab. The relief you feel is real. It's immediate. But the cost doesn't disappear. It just gets pushed onto future you, and your brain, wired for short-term survival rather than long-term outcomes, will make that trade almost every single time without you even consciously choosing it. Here's where chronic procrastination turns into something far more damaging than a missed deadline. Avoidance gives you short-term relief. Relief is followed by guilt. Guilt makes the task feel even more threatening than before. So you avoid it again. The guilt compounds. And eventually you stop seeing this as an emotional response to a perceived threat. You start seeing it as a character flaw. I'm just lazy. I'm just bad at this. That belief feels true, but it isn't. And worse, it's counterproductive. Calling yourself lazy doesn't fix procrastination. It deepens the shame that's driving it in the first place. So if shame doesn't work and discipline doesn't work, what does? Researchers have actually tested this. And the answer might surprise you, because it has almost nothing to do with willpower. 3 interventions are consistently supported by research. Number 1, emotion naming. Before you attempt the task, pause and name the specific emotion it's triggering in you. Not just stressed, get specific. Am I afraid of being judged? Am I bored? Am I overwhelmed? Research on affect labeling, including work associated with neuroscientist Matthew Lieberman, suggests that simply naming a negative emotion can measurably calm the brain's threat response. Putting feelings into words takes some of their power away. Number 2, implementation intentions. Stop telling yourself, I will do this task. Instead, structure it as, when X happens, I will do Y for 10 minutes. This takes the decision out of willpower and puts it into a fixed environmental cue, so your brain doesn't have to fight itself in the moment. Number 3, self-compassion. Research from Kristen Neff and Timothy Sekel points to something counterintuitive. Forgiving yourself for past procrastination is one of the strongest predictors of procrastinating less in the future. Not punishing yourself, forgiving yourself. Shame does not motivate you, compassion does. So the next time you catch yourself avoiding something, stop asking what's wrong with me. Start asking, what am I actually feeling right now? Because that one shift in the question you're asking yourself might be the most powerful productivity tool you'll ever use. If this video helped you understand your own brain a little better, do 3 things for me right now. Hit subscribe because Cipher breaks down the real psychology behind the way you think, feel, and act every single week. Drop a comment telling me the one task you've been avoiding and what emotion you think is actually behind it. And if you know someone who calls themselves lazy when they're really just overwhelmed, send them this video. It might change how they see themselves. I'll see you in the next one.